Stay clear, stay tuned.
2, 1,
Something's coming soon.
0. All engine running. Liftoff. We
Stay
have a
close,
liftoff.
stay
32
tuned.
minutes past the hour. Liftoff.
We launch for you. We launch, stay tuned. Somewhere past noon. The city in bloom.
So, I don't ask you, but just
Yeah.
what is your conviction?
I love this question. My conviction is that systems are incredibly freeing. They're not constrictive. It's not a straitjacket. It's not like, oh my God, I'm going to lose every sense of creativity. It's totally the opposite. Systems, structure opens up your capacity. And when you have capacity, you have the ability to actually do the things that bring you a lot of joy.
That's amazing, Carina. How did you get started on your journey? Like, what made you realize that was your conviction?
Yeah. So I have 3 kids. I had 3 kids in less than 2 years. And before systems, I was at the mercy of whatever was happening that day. So I like to joke that my first baby sandbagged me. He was a dream. He was a super easy baby. Like, if I'm honest, slept really well, ate really well. I'm like, okay, this is great. I thought I was crushing it. I thought like, oh, I know exactly what to do. Then I had twins because God has a sense of humor. And I was like, wait, okay, hold on a second. Everything that I thought I knew how to do looks a lot different now. But, self-identified, like overachiever, I can do this, I can figure it out. What I realized after having 3 kids in less than 2 years, I was totally out of margin. Like, I totally lost my ability to think clearly, to get through the day in any sort of organized, kind of manageable way, because I was having to think not just for myself and not just for one baby, but for anticipating the needs of 3 all at the same time. When I realized this is completely unsustainable, I am losing my damn mind. And this beautiful experience of motherhood that's so fleeting, that one thing that I know that looking back on, I'm going to want one more day of, I'm not really enjoying right now. And that's what led me to question, well, how could this look a little different? And when I realized I could start to systematize the most mundane things, the things that weren't necessarily make it or break it decisions, but they were still eating up my capacity. Before we went live, we talked a little bit about breakfast. Knowing that my breakfast is covered, knowing in general, I have this formula, I look at a system as a consistent way to answer a frequently faced situation. What am I going to wear? What am I going to eat? How am I going to get out the door? And when I had a container, when I had some level of consistency there, I could plan for it. And when I could plan for it, then I wasn't scrambling. So instead of having, let's say, a chaotic morning that would take me 2.5 hours to get ready to leave the house, sounds exaggerated. It is not. Legitimately, it is not when you have that many kids. I was able to get out of the house in 45 minutes. In peace. Minimal meltdowns, minimal tears on this end. And it really gave me back so much quality of life.
Whoa. So what would you say is the number one thing you learned or tip you could give to moms who want to get their motherhood joy back?
Yeah.
What was the tip that made it break through for you?
Oh my gosh, yes. So a productivity tip that I learned from my own productivity coach is that you have a set number of good decisions you can make a day. What I mean by good decisions, right? These are the kinds of decisions that could change the trajectory of your business. It could be an investment idea. It could be an idea where you're going to live, something that's not necessarily a repeatable, what am I going to have for breakfast kind of decision. When you have answers, predetermined answers, when you have a play that you can run, you're conserving those good quality decisions for something that really matters to you. So you're not think of it as a budget, right? I don't know, if you count calories or if you watch your macros, right? Like when you know that there's certain things that bring you a lot of joy, then it's like, okay, like I'm willingly going to indulge in this, but I know I'm good because the rest of my meals are lean. That is how I look at energy, time bandwidth, mental bandwidth. When I can allocate, when I can predetermine and optimize and just let things flow from my everyday life, then I have more time, and not just time, I have more energy, more mental capacity to do creative work. Yes. So when my kids were about 6 months old, it was a Saturday afternoon. I pulled into the driveway with my family and I looked around. I looked at my husband. I was sitting there in front of like this home that was just a dream to live in the neighborhood that was a dream to live in. I had my 3 kids were all healthy. And I was full of dread. And I turned to my husband and I was like, I can't live with this. Like, these are the years that everyone wants one more day of. And I'm here, I'm in it. Like, this is real life. And I'm not enjoying it. The hardest part is that I started to realize, like, a lot of my friends were in the same boat. They had their version of, this is everything that I've always wanted. This is everything I've always prayed for. And I can barely enjoy it, like I'm barely present. That day, that Saturday, was like Moms Who Leverage's birthday. Because I came into my house that day, I was like, okay, like this can't be it. Like I refuse to live this way. So I looked around, it was lunchtime, and the reason why I felt all this dread is I didn't have a plan. So I was planning at the time that I should have been executing. And that always leads to chaos. So I started to ask a different question. I'm like, okay, what would it look like if I could get breakfast on the table in 10 minutes or less? Lunch, breakfast, dinner, all the meals, like, because it's a similar formula. So what would it look like instead of feeling dread here if I could feel relief? If I could feel presence? If I knew it was handled? I started to get more capacity. So I answered the question. I answered the question through my playbook that's called Meals in 10 Minutes or Less. And I started to share it, right? Because the number one pain point that most of my friends had was around mealtime. Because if mealtime goes kind of sideways, a lot of other things, there's a lot of downstream effects. Nighttime tends to go wild. Getting out the door is wild. And as I started to share it, I realized, like, wait, there's a lot of benefit that can come from this. Like, we all talk about moms needing support and being able to ask for help, but that's really just putting more work on the mom to know actually what to ask for. Like, what if the help actually came in the form of a playbook? And this is what you have to do. These are the exact steps that you need to take. These are the exact materials that you need. Like, this is plug and play. My friends started to get a sense of like, oh, wait a second. Like, I have time for themselves. Maybe they had time for a nail appointment. They had time to start to do a different project at work, to build a business on the side, to invest in their marriage. Like, there's no right or wrong way to use that time. But when you're able to really optimize the daily friction points, the things that are driving you nuts and that are slowly leaking a lot of your time and energy, you have more of your life force back to pour into the things that you care about. Oh, you were so sweet. Oh my God, thank you.
So tell us more about what you're building through. So through that realization, through seeing your life, through seeing in yourself this like internal, I can't continue to live like this because I want to be present. Like, what have you started?
Yes.
What are you building right now?
Okay, I love this. So I founded Moms Who Leverage, and it is a program that helps working moms expand their capacity with super simple systems. And why capacity, right? Like, why not time? every mom that I know of is like, God, I need more time. I don't have enough time. The thing is, time is fixed, right? Like if anyone promises to give you more time, run, because that person is a flat out liar. Like time is what it is, right? But what you can expand is your capacity, what you can do with the time, and even more importantly, the energy that you have. So what I do is I help working moms identify exactly what their time and energy leaks are. And then I give them playbooks that are ready to go, that are ready to plug and play into their lives, that can give them capacity back immediately. So if you run through the program, let's say you join the Calm Collective, you start working through the Calm method, which is my approach for helping them find these really specific time and energy leaks. You realize, oh my gosh, it's the mornings. The mornings are what are derailing my days. When my mornings go well, the rest of my day goes like this. When my mornings go left, day goes downhill. There is a whole set of playbooks. Playbooks, think of like sports, right? Like you run a play. When you run a play, everyone knows where to go. You know what positions, you know where the ball is going to go. Like you know what to expect. You have a picture in your mind as to how that's going to go. And I find that that's what a lot of people are missing, hence the time and energy leaks. So this is a solution for playbooks for exactly what I do, but more than just what I do, like the guidance as to how I build out my simple systems to make my mornings run smoothly so that you can build your own that meet the needs of you and your family. And this is across the board, across all of the major pain points that moms have. Like getting out the door. Getting out the door is not as simple as it sounds. It is now. Laundry, meals. Oh my goodness, like my kid has like 10 birthday parties this month and I'm losing my mind. As an example, right? Like what are the daily things that come up that no one really gives the time of day to? And how do you get through them more smoothly so that then you do have that capacity to pour into your own business, your career, your marriage, your family, like whatever these other things are that tend to be a little bit, I don't want to say abandoned, but like, let's say put to the side when all of your capacity is tied up in mundane everyday. You can find me across all platforms at Moms Who Leverage and at momswholeverage.com. Okay. My conviction is that systems bring you freedom. They're not constricting. They're not a straitjacket. They're not something to fear. They are something that when you embrace can give you the capacity that you need to reclaim your sanity, your time, your energy, your presence. It's the one thing that gave me back a sense of, I can do this. I can grow my family as I grow professionally. I can actually enjoy this life that I've built so hard to build. And I can show my kids and my family that there's another way.
Engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff.